Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're talking about the United States of America state quarter, specifically the New Jersey quarter minted in the year 1999. Sounds ordinary, right? Think again. This coin might just be one of the most overlooked treasures in your pocket change, your old coin jar, or even a forgotten roll in your dresser drawer. So get comfortable, grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore why this particular quarter has collectors buzzing and searching far and wide. Now, let's rewind a little to 1999, the year the U.S. Mint launched the iconic 50 state quarters program. It was one of the most ambitious and popular coin series in American history, celebrating each state with a unique design. The New Jersey quarter was the third coin released in the series, and it featured a design that takes us back to one of the most defining moments in American history: Washington crossing the Delaware River. The image shows General George Washington leading the Continental Army across the Delaware River during the Revolutionary War, a powerful and patriotic moment that shaped the future of the nation. Beneath this artwork are the words "Crossroads of the Revolution," reminding us of New Jersey's critical role in America's fight for independence. It's more than just a coin. It's a slice of national pride, pressed in a metal. But what makes some of these quarters worth more than a gumball? The answer lies in the details, and those details can turn an ordinary 25-cent coin into a collector's dream. You see, not all quarters are created equal. While millions of New Jersey quarters were minted for general circulation, only a tiny handful contain rare minting errors that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. These are the kinds of coins that slip past the eyes of most people but send numismatists, that's coin collectors, into a frenzy. One of the most talked about errors in the 1999 New Jersey quarter is the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned due to a malfunction during the minting process. These off-center quarters can range from just slightly misaligned to dramatically off the mark, with parts of the design cut off entirely. The more dramatic the error, and the better the coin's condition, the more valuable it becomes. Another rare error involves what collectors call a double die. This happens when the die that strikes the coin has been improperly engraved, leading to a visible doubling of letters or features on the coin. Imagine seeing two sets of dates, two United States of Americas, or a shadowed version of Washington's face. That's a major red flag. Or in the case of collectors, a major gold mine. Let's not forget planchet errors, where the coin is struck on the wrong metal or a defective blank. These freak occurrences are incredibly rare, and when found on a coin from a popular series like the state quarters, they can skyrocket in value. But condition also plays a huge role. Collectors prize coins in mint state, meaning coins that look like they were never used. No scratches, no discoloration, no wear. These are often graded by professional services on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolutely perfect. A 1999 New Jersey quarter with a rare error, in pristine condition, and professionally graded at a high level? That's the kind of coin people dream about. So why are collectors so obsessed with this particular coin? It's the perfect storm. It's a piece of American history. It was among the first state quarters ever released, and it carries a deep patriotic meaning. Add to that the possibility of minting errors and the excitement of the hunt, and you've got a coin that's irresistible to collectors. Now, here's the part you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a 1999 New Jersey state quarter with a rare minting error, such as a dramatic off-center strike or a clearly visible double die, and it's in exceptional, uncirculated condition, your coin might just be worth a life-changing amount. Yes, you heard that right. A single 1999 New Jersey quarter with the right combination of error and condition has been valued at $81,000. That's right. A simple quarter-dollar coin, worth just 25 cents at face value, could be worth $81,000 to the right collector. So the next time you're sorting through your change or opening that dusty old coin collection, take a second look. That New Jersey quarter might just be your ticket to an incredible discovery. Top 2, we're talking about the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter dollar, part of the U.S. Mint's America the Beautiful series. Now, At first glance, it might just look like a regular quarter, shiny, new, and maybe even a little overlooked. But don't be fooled. Some of these quarters are anything but ordinary. In fact, if you happen to come across the right one, you could be holding a coin that's worth a fortune. So stay with me, because this story gets better the deeper we go. Let's start with the origin of this remarkable coin. Released in 2020, the Salt River Bay Quarter honors the Salt River Bay National Historical Park and Ecological Preserve, located on the island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands. This park is rich in both natural beauty and historical significance. It's a place where cultures collided, where ancient civilizations once thrived, and where rare ecosystems still flourish today. The design on the reverse of the coin is breathtaking. It features a young red mangrove tree, an image chosen to symbolize life, growth, and renewal. The mangrove's roots stretch deep into the water, anchoring it to the earth, while its canopy reaches toward the sky. It's more than just a tree. It's a living metaphor for resilience and harmony between people and nature. Now, here's where things get really interesting for collectors. While millions of these quarters were produced for general circulation, only a few rare examples have been discovered with serious minting errors. The kind of errors that transform a regular coin into a once-in-a-lifetime collectible point. One of the most sought-after errors found on the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter is the struck-through error, where a foreign object gets between the die and the blank coin during the minting process, leaving an unusual and highly noticeable impression. Some of these struck-through errors leave wild textures and ghost-like imprints across the coin, making each one completely unique. Another highly desirable error is the off-center strike, where the coin design is not perfectly aligned and ends up being struck partially off the edge. Depending on how extreme the misalignment is, these coins can range from intriguing to extremely valuable. If the design is 10 to 20% off-center and still shows a clear date and mint mark, that's the sweet spot collectors dream about. Then there's the double die error, one of the most famous and collectible types of minting mistakes. On some rare Salt River Bay quarters, the lettering or parts of the design may appear slightly doubled, especially on words like Salt River Bay or United States of America. These errors happen when the die used to stamp the coin shifts slightly between strikes. If you've got sharp eyes and a magnifying glass, this is an error you'll want to look for very closely. But wait, there's more. Some collectors have reported wrong planchet errors, where a Salt River Bay quarter was mistakenly struck on a blank intended for a different coin, like a nickel or foreign denomination. These extremely rare mistakes often go unnoticed at first glance, but when discovered, they can sell for astronomical prices at auctions. Of course, as with all coins, condition is everything. Coins that are graded as mint state, especially those rated MS 65 or higher, are the most valuable. The fewer the scratches, the brighter the shine, the more perfect the surfaces, the higher the price. If your coin has a rare error and it's in uncirculated condition, you could be looking at a real treasure, but it's not just about the money. For collectors, the 2020 Salt River Bay quarter is a beautiful addition to any collection. It represents a moment in time, a story of nature and culture, and a symbol of growth and preservation. It's one of those coins that reminds us why we fell in love with collecting in the first place. Every coin has a story, and every story has a hidden value. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. What is this coin really worth if you happen to find one with a rare minting error and it's in flawless condition? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're lucky enough to possess a 2020 Salt River Bay quarter with a significant error in mint or near mint condition, it could be worth as much as $79,000. Yes, you heard that right, $79,000 for a single quarter. Just imagine the possibilities sitting in your pocket, coin jar, or coin roll right now. Don't ignore your change. Examine every coin, look closely, and maybe even invest in a magnifying glass. You might be one of the few lucky enough to find a treasure hiding in plain sight. Top 3, we're diving into one of the most talked about coins in the entire State Quarters series. A coin that made headlines, sparked debates, and sent collectors on a nationwide hunt to find one of the rarest error coins of the 21st century. That's right, we're talking about the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter. And let me tell you, there's more to this humble little coin than meets the eye. Now, for those of you who don't know, The United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program in 1999, releasing coins for each of the 50 states over the next 10 years. In 2004, the state of Wisconsin was honored, and the quarter released in its name features a truly unique and down-to-earth design that on the reverse side of the coin, you'll see a proud depiction of Wisconsin's rich agricultural heritage, a large dairy cow, a round of cheese, and an ear of corn standing tall in the center. Above it is the word "Forward," the state's motto, symbolizing progress and a hopeful future. It's a beautiful, symbolic piece that perfectly reflects the state's farming roots. But here's where things get very, very interesting. Shortly after these coins entered circulation, a sharp-eyed collector noticed something unusual about the corn on one of the coins. Most coins featured a regular ear of corn, with clean lines and smooth leaves. But some of them, just a few, had an extra leaf. And not just in one form, but in two distinct variations. These became known as the extra leaf high and extra leaf low errors. Let that sink in for a moment. A tiny leaf on a corn stalk became one of the most sought-after minting mistakes in modern U.S. coin history. So, how did this happen? According to experts, these extra leaves weren't part of the original design. Most likely, they were the result of accidental damage to the coin dies during the minting process at the Denver Mint. But here's the mystery. Some believe the error was unintentional, a simple accident. Others believe it was done on purpose, maybe even as an inside joke by a Mint employee. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. These extra leaf coins are rare, fascinating, and incredibly valuable. Now, let's talk numbers. The 2004 Wisconsin quarter was minted in the hundreds of millions, so finding a regular one is easy. But finding one with an extra leaf? That's a different story. The extra leaf high version features a leaf that appears higher up near the corn husk, while the extra leaf low version shows a leaf drooping lower near the stem. Both versions are scarce, but the low leaf variety is believed to be even rarer. Collectors quickly realized what they had stumbled upon, and the hunt was on. Coin dealers, hobbyists, and curious collectors all over the country began checking their change, looking through rolls of quarters, and buying up Wisconsin quarters in bulk just to find that elusive little leaf. And here's the kicker. If you find one of these error coins in mint state condition, especially one that has been professionally graded and preserved, the value can go from just 25 cents to a number that will leave your jaw on the floor. Think about it. A coin that was mass produced for everyday use, something that might have been used to buy a candy bar, pay for parking, or tossed in a jar at the end of the day, could now be a centerpiece in a collector's display case. What makes these coins even more exciting is the way they've captured the imagination of both serious numismatists and everyday people. This isn't some ancient coin buried in the desert or locked away in a vault. This is a modern coin that could be in your home right now, in a couch cushion, in a coin jar, in a drawer, waiting to be discovered, and the appeal of this coin goes beyond just the value. It's a story, a mystery, a reminder that even in today's high-tech world, there are still hidden treasures out there waiting to be found by someone with sharp eyes and a little bit of luck. So, the next time you come across a 2004 Wisconsin quarter, don't just flip it aside. Examine it closely. Look at the corn. Look at the leaves. If you spot something strange, something different, something that doesn't look quite like the rest, you might have just found a coin that's worth far more than you think. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to own a 2004 Wisconsin state quarter with a rare extra leaf error, especially the low leaf variety, in excellent, uncirculated condition, your coin could be worth as much as $77,000. That's right, $77,000 for a single quarter. A coin that fits in the palm of your hand could be worth more than a brand new car, more than a year of college tuition, maybe even more than your entire coin collection combined. So get out your magnifying glasses, check your change, and keep the hunt alive. These coins are out there, and they're not just worth money, they're worth the thrill of the find. Top 4, we're focusing on one of the most eye-catching coins in the U.S. State Quarter series, the 2006 Nebraska State Quarter. Now, don't let the date or state fool you. This isn't just any quarter. Some of these Nebraska quarters are hiding secrets that could be worth far more than 25 cents. So stay tuned, and by the end of this video, you'll find out why collectors are willing to pay a small fortune for the right one. Let's set the stage. In 2006, The United States Mint continued its wildly successful 50-state quarters program, releasing 5 new quarters that year, each celebrating the unique heritage of a different state. When it came time to honor Nebraska, the design did something truly special. It told a powerful story through stunning imagery. The reverse side of the coin features the iconic Chimney Rock, a towering natural spire rising dramatically above the plains. In the foreground, a covered wagon drawn by oxen pays tribute to the pioneers who traveled westward on the Oregon Trail. It's a powerful scene, one that reflects bravery, hope, and the spirit of discovery that shaped America. But while the artwork is inspiring, what really makes this coin fascinating to collectors is what went wrong during its production. That's right, we're talking about rare minting errors. And not just any errors, but the kind that turn a simple quarter into an ultra-valuable collector's item. Let's dive into what makes some 2006 Nebraska quarters worth thousands. First, we have the double die error, one of the most famous and desirable mistakes in coin collecting. In some rare cases, you can find Nebraska quarters where parts of the design appear doubled, particularly on the lettering like Nebraska, E pluribus unum, or 2006. These doubling effects happen when the die that stamps the coin shifts slightly between strikes, creating a shadowy, doubled image. For collectors, it's a dream find, especially if the coin is in pristine condition. Then there are the off-center strike errors, where the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. Imagine a Nebraska quarter where the entire design is shifted noticeably to one side, leaving a thick rim on one edge and missing detail on the other. The more off-center it is, without losing important details like the date or mint mark, the more valuable the coin becomes. Another fascinating error is the clipped planchet, where a portion of the coin is actually missing due to a mistake when the blank discs were cut. If you come across a Nebraska quarter that looks like it has a bite taken out of it, and it's not damaged from wear, you could be looking at a rare clipped error. And let's not forget about the struck on the wrong planchet error, an extremely rare mistake where the Nebraska quarter design is accidentally struck on a blank intended for a different denomination, like a dime or even a foreign coin. These oddities are almost always worth far more than face value and are considered crown jewels in any modern coin collection. But rarity isn't the only factor. Condition is absolutely critical. Coins that are uncirculated, free of scratches, wear, and damage are graded by professional services and labeled as mint state, often followed by a number from 60 to 70. A Nebraska quarter with a rare error and a high mint state grade can command staggering prices at auctions and among private collectors. Now, you may be wondering, how many of these error coins are actually out there? The truth is, very, very few. While hundreds of millions of Nebraska quarters were minted for general circulation, only a tiny fraction made it out of the mint with these errors. Most were caught and melted down, but a handful slipped through, and they're still out there. One could be in a roll of coins from the bank. One could be in your change from the grocery store. One could be sitting in a dusty drawer in your home right now, completely overlooked, just waiting to be discovered. That's the magic of coin collecting, the thrill of the hunt, the chance that something ordinary might be extraordinary. For collectors, coins like the 2006 Nebraska quarter aren't just metal. They're miniature pieces of history. And when you add in a rare error and top-grade condition, they become true treasures. So, are you ready for the big reveal? If you're lucky enough to find a 2006 Nebraska state quarter with a rare error, such as a dramatic double die, an off-center strike, or a wrong planchet mistake, and it's in mint or near mint condition, your coin could be worth as much as $75,000. Yes, you heard that right. $75,000 for a coin you might already have in your possession. That's the kind of discovery that changes lives and turns casual collectors into serious treasure hunters overnight. So don't underestimate your spare change. Get yourself a magnifying glass, start checking your quarters, and keep your eyes open for the Chimney Rock and maybe a little something extra. Top 5, we're taking a closer look at the 2005 West Virginia State Quarter, a coin that honors the mountain state with breathtaking design, historical significance, and in some rare cases, a value so high it will leave you speechless at first glance. It may seem like just another state quarter from the 50 state quarters series. But trust me, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick with us to the end, because we'll reveal exactly how this everyday coin could be worth an unbelievable amount. And we're talking real, serious money. Let's start with the coin's design. Released in 2005, the West Virginia quarter was the 35th coin issued in the 50-state quarters program, one of the most popular coin series in U.S. history. On the reverse side of this coin, you'll see one of the most iconic structures in the entire country, the New River Gorge Bridge. This breathtaking steel arch bridge stretches gracefully across the deep gorge of the New River, and at the time of its completion, it was the longest steel single-span arch bridge in the world. The image on the quarter shows the bridge spanning the dramatic gorge with mountains rising around it, a symbol of engineering triumph and natural beauty coming together. But the real beauty of this coin doesn't stop with its appearance. What makes this quarter so thrilling and so valuable are the rare errors that slipped through the mint and into circulation. And let me tell you, when a coin has both historical significance and a rare mistake, that's when the value goes through the roof. Let's dive into what makes the 2005 West Virginia quarter a must-watch for every coin collector. One of the most notable errors found on this coin is the double die error. This happens during the minting process when the die, the tool that stamps the image onto the blank coin, shifts or strikes twice in slightly different positions. The result? A ghost-like doubling of letters, numbers, or features on the coin. Imagine seeing doubled words like West Virginia, e pluribus unum, or the date 2005. These are the kind of details that seasoned collectors are constantly hunting for, and they pay big money for them. Another prized variation is the off-center strike, where the image on the coin is noticeably shifted to one side. The more dramatic the shift, while still keeping the important parts like the date visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. A West Virginia quarter that's off-center by 15% or more is considered extremely collectible, and there's more. Some West Virginia quarters have been discovered with planchet errors, meaning they were struck on the wrong type of metal blank, such as one meant for a dime or even a foreign coin. These wrong planchet errors are incredibly rare, and when found in mint condition, they can send shockwaves through the coin community. But it gets even better. Some quarters have clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is literally missing, usually a curved, bite-shaped chunk taken out due to a mistake when the blanks were cut. If the clip is clean and not from damage after minting, it can add thousands to the value of the coin. Now, remember, rarity alone isn't enough. Condition is key. A coin in average circulated condition won't be worth nearly as much as one in mint state, or better yet, one that's been professionally graded and sealed with a high MS rating, like MS 65 or above. The holy grail is finding one of these rare error coins in pristine condition, completely untouched by wear and tear. And when you combine that level of preservation with a significant error, like a bold double die or wrong planchet, you have something truly special in your hands. So why is the West Virginia quarter so appealing to collectors? It's the perfect mix. A beautiful and meaningful design, a key spot in one of America's most collected coin series, and the rare chance of possessing an error that few others have. It's no wonder that collectors are constantly searching rolls, jars, and even vending machines for one of these elusive treasures. And now, the moment you've been waiting for it. If you happen to own a 2005 West Virginia state quarter that features one of these rare minting errors, and it's in exceptional, uncirculated condition, your coin could be worth as much as $73,000. Yes, you heard that right. $73,000. That's not a rumor. That's a real price tag that collectors are willing to pay for the right coin. Imagine turning a single quarter into the kind of money that could pay off a car loan, fund a college education, or take you on the adventure of a lifetime. So what are you waiting for? Go check your coin jars, your drawers, your pocket change. Examine every 2005 West Virginia quarter you find. That small piece of metal might just be your ticket to an unforgettable discovery. And if you love stories like this, if you want to stay up to date on rare coins, hidden treasures, and amazing values, then don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another opportunity to uncover history right in your own hands. Thanks for watching, happy hunting, and remember, your next coin could be worth $73,000.